Exclusive report. A group reveals Obama's DHS hacked Indiana's electoral system. Obama's DHS hacked Indiana's system. Remember the election cyber attacks last year? Former President Barack Obama's Department of Homeland Security was quick to warn that the U.S. sacred electoral system was facing an imminent threat of cyber attack. And then, bam, it happened. It happened in Arizona, Georgia, and Indiana, one by one. State voting systems were getting hit with cyber attacks. The source of the attacks? Well, it's been found that it was the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. In other words, these state elections systems were hacked by an American governmental company. Coming to the rescue, DHS, of course, is a tried and true formula. You create the crisis, inflate the crisis, and you abate the crisis. It's more commonly known as the arsonist turned fireman scenario. In Indiana alone, where Vice President Mike Pence was then governor and vice president-elect, DHS officials attempted to hit that state voting system. You won't believe how many times. About 15,000 times. 14,800 times between November 1st and December 16 in a 45-day period, according to the Daily Caller. Indiana traced the attacks to DHS computers' IP addresses. We all remember that. And we were amazed why that happened, and nobody could find any explanation for it. This is the same IP address, a unique cyber fingerprint, that attempted to hack into Georgia's electoral system 10 times in 2016. So Indiana was 15,000 times, and Georgia was 10 times. Mike Pence kept his famous cool in refusing federal help when offered it. It appears from what we learned that the federal government was helping enough already by hacking them. If you ask the feds back in 2016, there was ample reason to take over state elections. In July, the FBI officials reported to Yahoo News that Arizona's and Illinois voter systems had been infiltrated by, quote-unquote, the Russians, who allegedly captured personal information about hundreds of thousands of voters. In September, an anonymous official from DHS, told the Associated Press that 20 states' systems had been hacked. That's almost half of the United States. The anonymous official of DHS stated that 20 state systems had been hacked. FBI Director James Comey told the House Judiciary Committee that a variety of quote-unquote scanning activities, precursors to hacking, were detected. In January, in one of the many 11th hour Obama administration moves, the DHS made its play, announcing it intended to designate the U.S. election system as critical infrastructure, sensitive to hacking, potentially opening the door to an eventual federal takeover. Jay Johnson, who was then Homeland Security Secretary, explained then that the designation would apply to storage facilities, polling places, and centralized vote tabulation locations, voter registration databases, voting machines, and other systems to manage the election process for federal, state, and local governments. This is according to TechCrunch. Now, under President Donald Trump's administration, the DHS launches an investigation into why its own personnel hacked various states' election systems. Now, how the DHS is going to investigate itself, for me, is a very bizarre and mysterious thing. How can a thief examine his own innocence or guilt? John Roth, DHS Inspector General, notified Georgia Secretary of State John Kemp on January 17th in the letter there, stating that his office would be investigating the attempted Georgia hacks, according to another reporter from the Daily Caller. So let's see what the developments will be on this. Bizarre. This is on Conservative Tribune.